Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. Let me share something with you that I found very interesting this weekend. You know, I periodically go through, you know, deep, deep. Did I say deep? Thinking and, self-examination, self-exploration. And I had an opportunity to do that this weekend after reading a story. I attempted to kind of redirect my thoughts by watching something on Netflix. That didn't do it because it was just a nagging thought, and it's like, deal with your mess, boo boo. So I sat there and thought about my response to something um, extremely irritating for me. And the way I'm going to say it, I think only Black people are going to relate to the words that I'm using, and I'm going to try to use I want to say English, because I'm going to speak in a colloquial English in a minute. I'm just going to try to use standard everyday English to try to explain what I just said, okay? You ever have somebody play in your face to the point where you snap, and then they want to act like they didn't know? They want to act brand new. So what I just said, for the folks who just can't get it, you ever have someone insult your intelligence, and then when you confront them in anger, they feign innocence, or they don't understand what they just did? One, that's narcissistic manipulation. Two, now switching back, and my apologies to anyone who's offended, that brings you this close to an ass whooping. Bottom line, can't put it any nicer. Yeah, I thought about an experience that I had. A person just played all in my face and basically just said, when all was said and done, and I called them on all the instances that the math wasn't mathing. Bottom line, I said, I don't owe you anything. Period, dot. That's what they said to me. Now, granted, there was some waves, some peaks, and some valleys. But you played in my face up until a point. Then, catch this. When I started talking about how the math wasn't mathing, they defended the, I want to say, exponent that wasn't supposed to be in the equation. Then, took it a step further. We put some brackets on that math problem. They know all about you. Excuse me? This is the first time I'm hearing about them. So now there's an X factor. So the math problem, the basic math problem, 1 plus 1 equals 3, turns into searching for X. We got some brackets, because now we've got a multiplier in there. And now we're trying to figure out what this exponent is going to do to the basic problem. Yeah, that's how much I think. That's how my brain works. And I talk about these hands on a regular basis. They're rated E for everyone. I don't discriminate. I don't go looking for a fight, but I'm not going to run from one. Then I'm not going to let you play in my face. So, then this particular individual went on to give this sob story when they eventually did feel like talking. Notice it was on their terms, but you could care less about the pain that you've inflicted upon me at a time where I was most vulnerable. You did this when my mom passed. My mother. Whatever you lost in your situation was material, and you had replaced it in the span where you were disrespecting me. Unbeknownst to me, didn't know any of that was going on, because I'm sure you were sharing it with the exponent. Anywho, so at this point, when you're defending this person, is when the spark got lit. Then you try to backpedal and say, well, I would defend you if they were talking about you. First of all, I didn't know they existed. Second of all, I don't need any defense, because I do things on the up and up. Third, I don't feel sorry for that word Kamala Harris likes to use. That word. I don't feel sorry for them, because they knew that they were stepping into a place that they had no business. But you want to get PO'd at me because I said I better not see either one of you, together or apart. Now I don't even know what the other person looked like, but I know you're silly enough to step into some place where you don't belong, and you're silly enough to boldly escort. So I better not see either one of you. And I mean that, and I meant that. See, I stand on business. I don't sneak around. I don't snake around. And see, I think I developed more enemies, or more dislikes, more thumbs down in my rating, because I don't deal in fake politeness. Oh, how are you today? I don't care. Do what you need to do and leave me alone. Yeah, that part. I think, like I said, when they defended the person and gave me the sob story, like I'm supposed to feel sorry for the individual, like I said, you stepped into the position knowing full well that there was something there. And now you're in a place where this individual is doing you like they did me, and I'm supposed to feel sorry. Get out of here. Yeah. And that part, yeah. I'm starting to process my positioning in things, because I have some free time. No, I'm starting to process my positioning in things because, life is full of transitions, And I'm okay with transitions. But when they have, I'll say, unnatural origins, or they have help, I'm going to address the facilitators of the madness. Trust and believe, you've heard me say, I look at my choices and things because I'm not a victim. Many times I'm a volunteer. I'm very real about that. And I can accept that. And I can look at myself and say, hey, you made a poor choice here. You made the wrong turn there. And sometimes wrong turns can lead to beautiful destinations. But I'm willing to look at my actions. I can offer a heartfelt apology for my actions. You know, sometimes it just takes sitting with yourself to realize, or to dust off the world tarnish and to repurpose, reevaluate, and just know your worth. Just know your worth. And in knowing your worth, you then know who you have to add tax for.